welcome back. Let me just check my mic. Yep, I think the sound is okay. So today we will continue with the cart UI, right? So last time we actually saw uh, how we can introduce circular dependency and then we resolve that circular dependency. So today we'll just try to complete our cart functionality so then we can move on to checkout, and we will also talk about few of the new APIs of Angular. We already did few. I think we talked about the router, which is like standalone APIs now, and then we used standalone HTTP. If you let's go back and see that. So now we use provide router for HTTP. We use provide HTTP client. We use provide animation for animation, and then provide store. Let me see some comment. Hey, hi, thanks for joining, Coder. And then we saw how we can add the new NGRX 16 APIs, DevTools, effects, state, and then we also talked about using uh, the effects, right? So the functional effects. Let's move. Yeah, so my application is served. Let's go back and open the page. So we have localhost 4200, and let's verify things work. And yes, it does. Yep, good. And then we can see our cart. Okay, let's add some product, view cart, and here we have data. So what we will do is we will add a functionality where we, if in case, let's say we add same product multiple times, right now it's actually adding multiple entries. Let's go ahead and add a count, right? So we have count to display. Okay, I'm not sure why I was hearing my headset, but it's okay. Yeah, so we'll show the count rather than actually showing multiple products of the same type. So before that, I just want to verify one thing: why we don't have any products on the start. Okay, let's refresh. So we lose the state, and then we go back to login, and uh, here we want to verify our state. So load uh, product. We wanted to actually we made some changes to load the cart as well. Just wondering where is that change. Yeah, load cart by ID, action, state, cart. We do have, okay, there is nothing here. Strange. Let's see in our network tab. So we do have these two products, but somehow they are not updated. Okay, there's some errors here. That's why. So it says cannot read property of current card, reading current card. Okay, see if we introduce this error during our refactoring maybe. So card reducer, current card, and this is undefined by card initial data. We are setting something. So user ID, product, product details. So products is okay. One of them is not actually. Just wondering why this is. Let's see. Probably we'll figure out the issue. Okay, and text cart, current cart, and we still have products as empty. That's interesting. Okay, I missed something. Okay, anyways, we'll take care of it later because if you see, we are able to add the product to the cart and that's visible. So let's add some project for beginner developers to your profile. Beginner developers, yep. If you are asking for it, I mean, I have a course on Angular for beginners. So you can just go to Angular Getting YouTube, search for Angular Getting Started. There is a course from Free Code Camp, which is done by me. So you can actually go through this course, just 17 hours course. You will learn everything you need to know about Angular, and then you can come back and join, watch this streams, which has again 16 to 17 yeah, 16 to 17 videos so far. So yeah, you can do that. I'll just undo this and then I'll check this later. I'll keep this in my mind that I have broken this somehow. But yeah, let's move on. I mean, so what we want to do is we want to complete add to cart functionality. We wrote some code earlier. Let's see our reducer. This is where we are updating or adding the products. So here we have uh, current cart, and then in cart we are adding products. So we are saying, okay, this is product ID and then quantity. So what we will do is we will, while taking the data, so this is where the thing, we are actually getting the count, or we are getting the product data here, right? So user card selector, card product exported variable user card has, or is using card product from external module. Okay, this is interesting. So which one is this card product? This card product is using external module. So products, let's see, product and card product. But this is external module. I mean, this is the same module. Maybe let's export this and see. Okay, so exporting it fixed it. It's not complaining about it anymore. So here, let's do one thing, card product, right? So we want also the quantity. So we want to show the quantity here. So what we are getting here is product. So let's go ahead and update the product to actually hold the quantity as well. And maybe in future we can actually just refactor it and do it in a better way. But right now, let's do it here. I'll say this is quantity, which is optional because I don't want to have it uh, by default. And here, let's go to reducer, and I think this is okay. This is empty by default selector. So we already have quantity here, and then what we want to do is I'll just go ahead and update my reducer to do one more thing. Right now we are just saying quantity is 1, but we can do something here. We can say, hey, I'll just change this code a little bit. So remember, this means, this box means, I mean, we are returning the value, right? So you can also like wrap it inside a curly bracket and then return the value as well. So I can do here, because I want to run some logic before returning this value. So rather than doing this, I can say, hey, this return this, and here I'll just put another curly brackets just to match it, and yep, it's formatted, right? So we can still see what is the return type, right? So we have return of type cart, right? So cart error current cart. So why we are adding this bracket is because we want to do some logic here, and that logic is to update the quantity. And how we will do it? So we'll see if this product is already available in our array or in our state. If it exists, just increase the quantity by 1, right? So I'll just check here, mm, const quantity. So I'll say, hey, products dot find, or but I need how many products are already there, or what is the quantity? Yeah, how we can do it. So let's think about it. So if I have current cart products and quantity is already there, so by default it's one. So whatever quantity we have plus this new quantity, right? So plus one, yeah. So I'll say find in this one, find this product by ID, and why this is no overload matches this call, because of course we have to do this, right? And we'll say this is product mm, dot. So I'll say, okay, this is equals to this dot dot product ID. So whatever product ID which is being added is equals to the product ID which already exists here. So what we need here is we need the quantity uh, to be increased by one. See what it is. Object is possibly undefined. Yes, it can be. So I'll just check what it is returning, number or undefined. So I'll just remove this. Probably it should dot quantity, then return the quantity. No, return. Let's do one thing. So I'll just say total quantity. If quantity, then quantity plus one, else the default value, right? So which is one. And let's update this here rather than actually just doing one. We take care of both the scenarios, right? And let's save this. Let's log in. Let's add some product, add to cart. So right now we have three different carts, and somehow the earlier one worked. Strange things happening. And here, what we wanted to verify is our store. So let's see, current cart, not here, add product to cart after this. So here, remember, we are not showing the count so far here. We are just updating it into the store. That's what we are doing. So products, we have this products, current cart, ID3, user ID, products here. So we have product ID 1 with quantity 3 and product ID with quantity 2 as well. Okay, let's go back to products and let's add some more. So we have product ID 3 with quantity 1, product ID 2 with quantity 1. Let's add product ID 2 again multiple times so we can verify the state here. And okay, so what it is doing is it is adding the product again. Yeah, we have to skip that, right? Because if the product already exists, we should make sure that we are not adding the same product again. So that's what we are missing here. So let's fix that logic as well. So if total quantity, so we should not add a product which already exists. And to do that, so we can say state dot current product. Yeah, so rather than actually updating, or here we are inserting a new array. So we don't need to insert a new array. Rather than doing this, we need to just update the ID. Sorry, need to update the quantity, total quantity of that particular product. So here, let's do one thing. We can actually put some logic here. If total quantity is greater than one, right? So we can say, hey, return this. Else, what we can do is we can here return, but now we will not update, not no, will not add the new product, right? Not, yeah, we not will not add the product. We will update it. So let's go ahead and see. So current state products, and here we don't need to update here. So we have products, and then dot product and quantity, total quantity. But what it is going to do is it going to update? I hope so. No, it's not. So it's going to return another same product. So what, how we can handle this? Let's think about. So if I get the product ID of the existing product and then update it inside the array and then update the entire array, will that work? Maybe, maybe. I'm just making it complicated probably. So here we are adding a new product. Here also we are doing the same, nothing different. Or let's give it a try. So as expected, there is some error. Yep. It's not a single parameter type on reducer because they both are returning different types. Current cart, products. So I'll just remove this. As I said, I'm just making it a little bit complicated. I'll just remove if so what we can do here, if total quantity, we need to update the same array and we need to update the product. That's what we want to do. So let's see. So I can do, can we do map? Yeah. Let's see, const product, and we can find the index of that product. Quantity, what we need here. So we got the quantity for this particular product, and then we can find which product is this. Product ID. And be here, and then say action dot product ID is equals to this ID which exists here. P dot product ID. So we got the index, and now we can update the quantity at this particular index and put that new value inside this product array. How to do it? Subhash Jha. So Subhash says, hey, how about using a map operator and then using if else to update quantity? That's also a good idea. We can try this. Here, product. So as let's try product dot map. So here we use map operator. Let's say p, and here if product is same, if product ID matches this ID, then we return the same product with quantity increased by 1, otherwise return the product. And this should be product array, and we will be able to avoid this and just use the product here. That was a great idea. Thank you, Subhash. That's right. So we have the products. Let's log in again. And let's see the cart, okay, which is empty. Let's go ahead and add some product. Add product, add product, add product. Let's go to the cart and it is empty. Why? Because of if state dot current dot products map, but this will work in case we have some products here. And in this case, I think what happened is we don't have any products so far. Why? Redux, add to product, cart, current cart, and it's empty. So here, if my product is already empty, I should just return the product. Current cart, products. We can do it in a similar way. Mm, Here I can say if product dot length equals to 0, then I can just say product dot push and push this product here. That's it, because I don't have anything. Mhm. Okay, I'm getting this random error somehow. Let's add some product. Let's go back to Redux, add product, cart, current cart, and we have product here. And let's see, I'll just add few more. So, and now we have product ID 1, quantity 9. And let's add something new. I'll add this one. And we have here at this point, ID 2. So what's there? We have products, but the new product is not being added. Hmm. So we have to check if this product exists, otherwise in the array. So if state dot current cart dot product filters dot length is greater than 0, do this. So we can update the quantity. Else we can do this. We should not do this, but we should do here. And let's define let product equals to B. So if length, if the product already exists, we update the quantity. If not, we push the product into the array with quantity 1. And that should work. So we take care of both the scenarios. Let's add, because this one already exists somehow. Cart, current cart, products, product ID 1, quantity 3, add this one, product ID 2, and quantity 5. So it is updating the existing one. So it is actually replacing the entire array. So we should not do that. So let's see, let's do one thing. So I'll say, okay, this is let new product is equals to blank, and we will do one thing. So I'll say, okay, this is new product is equals to this, and we add this to the existing one, but we can do it the same, right? We can also do it the product, and we don't need new product. Let's try this one, and then login. Let's click add to cart, current cart, and then we got product quantity 3. Let's add this one. We got product ID 2, quantity 4. Yep. Finally, the logic worked. And thanks a lot, Subhash, for giving this advice. So we now have the quantity, the correct product ID, and if we go to view cart, we should be able to see the product only once, not multiple times. So we solved this issue. Now what we need is we also need the quantity. Let's see how we can fix that. So we need to do this in the selector. So far we have cart ID, sorry, the product ID, right? So, and then based on every product, we are actually getting the cart product. Here, it is product array, and we want to include the quantity here. So cart product, what we are returning is cart product. So here also we could have actually used map operator if I'm not wrong, right? So we can actually just run map operator and then return the new product. So return the new product with the quantity. So let's try, let's give it a try. I mean, we are already doing here, we are already doing a map, but we are doing it on cart.products, which is the cart product here. And inside this, we are returning, okay, if whatever product which matches this one. So here we could have done a map again, or there might be some other way. Let's give it a try, and then actually just wondering about it. So map products.map, and then we say product ID. So here, not here. So if product.id matches this product ID, then return product with quantity. Is the error here? Not all code returns the value. Okay, that's fine. Uh, if PID matches the product ID, what else? In case the product does not exist, what we need? But will there be a scenario where products will have all the products, and this cart products will have the only product which exists in my cart? So define, let's see, and finally return this cart array, which is this, and then we do flat, which no, this will not work. So what else we can do here? So product.map, and how about we, okay, p.id product.product id, which is here. Then we are returning the product with the quantity. Otherwise, we don't return anything. But in this case, we'll start getting an error here saying not all code path returns a value. And what is this? It says array of this and here flat. Still, it returns this. I need to rewrite this logic. Looks like it's not going to work. Return card, product details, card product. So let's try to rewrite again. So for each product in this, if this product exists, we return the product with quantity. And this should be an array. Let's see the return type. That's the problem. So here it returns, it says it's an object with of a object of array. If I do flat here, still flat. If I do flat map, and one, what is product? Product dot category description. Still object of an array. Why? It's object of an array. Filter. Hmm. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. What what is wrong here? So we have product and quantity. I could have actually done here as well. Dot product and need is, I mean, just in case. Dot user, then we are doing map for each product. This is card product, products dot find. We get each product here. And we do this. Product equals to new. Hey Sumit, product equals to product. Yeah, that's fine. New product. Here we get product and quantity. So here I'll say this is product array. Let's see. So never is missing, but what missing? Okay, product array and here. Okay, let's see. It says new product, quantity, number, product is equals to this. I will just product and is undefined is not. I think I know what is wrong. That's comma, or we can just say, okay, this is new product. So if there is something which exists here, then we say product, and then finally we can push quantity to this. But what's wrong here? Not assignable to type this. Let's try with this new product. Product is not product array is not assignable to this. Then I can probably get rid of this. It's white because I have to return and new product. I mean, I'm just trying to get this data from the existing metadata. That's why the problem is, and then we can do this as flat. Generally, in your application, you're going to get this data from your backend. And product with so we get this and products is okay. Mm, mm. So here, what I can do is I can update of 0 to find because I'm not expecting more than one product, and we do it here and we get this as product with quantity, which include quantity as well. And okay, so let's do this. Hmm. So it says quantity, number, ID, string, price is not assignable to type product with quantity. That's why it's an object. Product quantity Types of property ID are incompatible. What is this type number? Undefined is not assignable type number. Type undefined is not certain. But this is if product. Product, then yeah, again it returns uh, product with quantity. No, then I don't have to do this. Let's see product. This type changed again because of this. Let's see. It should be. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. When I use first, sorry, when I use find, that's something which is giving an error, which is giving an issue. But somehow it works with filter. Yes, that's what. So, Subhash, yes, you're right. So right now my product details is an array which contains this product ID and count quantity. So I'm trying to merge this like into my product array, so I can get the quantity as well, and I can display that. So new product should be an object. Yes, that's what new product should be. An new product should be an object, but when use find, the type changes somehow. So you can see it's again changed. Mm, mm, So find, change this to find. I mean, that's what my expectation is. So product undefined, because this can be undefined. It maybe why it is undefined, because it's find, right? The find can actually return an object or it can return undefined. That's okay. I mean, that's how it should be. If product dot id p dot product id, and then I'm returning new product, or I can do else and return an empty array, return an empty array, and this should be product array. Let's see. I mean, the reason is actually I'm using an dummy API and it returns just quantity and the product ID. Generally, in your real-time app, of course, you are not going to do that. You are going to get more than you are actually going to get all the data from your API. So that's why I'm struggling a little bit here with this dummy API, but it's okay. Cart, current cart, product ID 1, quantity 6. And let's go back to our view cart. We have this, but do we have quantity? So let's see. I mean, somehow it worked. It is returning me the data, correct data. Is it? No, it is actually returning this twice, which is not what we are expecting. We are expecting this to be only one. Current cart products. So you can see product ID 1, quantity 6, product ID 9, quantity 1, but we are somehow getting three values. It means my selector is actually returning duplicate values here. So maybe this is what causing the issue. Let's see. Okay, all products, login. We add this again to verify the cart. So cart is okay now, but view cart is the issue. Okay, so now we got two products. Let's see the quantity. So if it works, I'll celebrate it. Common. Let's go back to our cart component. Cart, sarc, lib, and then we have this one. So this is where we are getting all the data, including the product details which we are passing. So we can actually put it here, cart.product details, and then just do pipe JSON to see what data we have. It includes the quantity. So products, login, and let's add and see the cart. So we have this ID. Where is the quantity? Oh, nice. Quantity 6. Then we have WT quantity 1. Finally. So fine. Thank you, Subhash. Thank you for joining. So finally we are able to, we got like this quantity issue resolved. And what we will do is we will change our product list. So this product list is actually nothing but a table which takes the data and just displays all the information here. So we can actually have one more uh, column, right? So we can say, hey, we will also display quantity. So we can define all the columns which we want to display, and let's add quantity. I mean, it was a bit confusing because, of course, I mean, I'm not getting this data together, right? If it was a database, of course, I would have queried everything and display it without any issue. But when it comes to like doing all this manipulation in a JavaScript, it's hard. You know, JavaScript is hard. So quantity, save this, and we want here. So we'll change this column definition to quantity, header to quantity, and here we'll say quantity. First, we'll just display it, and then we'll change this to actually have a text box, right? And then we can give a plus increment counter, and then implement a functionality where we can implement or decrement the quantity. So let's see if we can, if you're able to display the quantity now. So add. Let's go to cart. And yes, finally, so the quantity is here, and we can just add like now we can do multiple things. We can show the total price, and then we can add and remove the cart. So we can actually, we still have some time, so we can do at least the total one, right? So we can say, hey, we need one more column called total, or yeah, total price, and save this extra here, and I'll just say this is total underscore price because this is the column name, and we just don't want to screw it up. Here, let's add another container, and we'll call this as total price, which will be element dot price into element dot quantity. And see, probably we can use the price counter as well. Sorry, price pipe here. Let's click on cart. Let's go view cart, and here it is. So we have the total price as well. We can display one more row with like total amount to pay, or the running total for this amount, right? So we can do that as well as another column, another row. That will be a row, not a column. But yeah, we can do that later. So right now what we want to do is I also want to put the text box where we can increment and decrement the count. So let's do that. So to achieve that here, I'll just put a two buttons with plus and minus icon. Let's do that first. So I'll go back to material, right? So we are using material buttons. So I'll just put two icons, icon, yep. And we don't need icon. Actually, we just need button icons, button with icons. So I can go to button examples here, and these are the icons, right? So I'll just copy one, matte flat button, no, matte icon, this one. So here, and this is quantity, right? So here one will be minus. Let's see if that's the, probably that should be the one. Minus, and here this button should have a closing tag. No, plus, and this is thing one. Let's see, matte icon buttons, and we should have plus and minus to display the information. Oh, okay. Sorry, to update the cart count. Let's go to view cart, and okay. So somehow this is a CSS issue. Matte icon, or probably there is nothing called a minus. So we can see material icons. We can actually Angular uses the same material icons, which is here on developers.google.com. You can get a link here, material icons library, and you can search. So what we need is minus, so remove. So the icon name is remove, and I have this TD closing here, which is actually not right. It should close here. We have remove, we have plus. Yeah. Let's go back and let's log in. Let's add some products. Let's go back to view cart, and we have this minus. And for plus also, I think there is something else. Let's add. So the icon name is add. Let's change that. And log in. And yes, so minus plus, I think that's there is some CSS issue which is causing this button to be like this. Generally, you should not have this border. Let's see what from where we are getting this border. Okay, I think this is TD which is causing this, or data table cell. Okay, that's not the one. Box, border, bottom. This is okay. This is okay. Data table cell, display content. Okay, so somehow it is actually have this actually have some borders. Who's adding this borders? Okay, there it is. So button, mat icon button, and then this has border width 2 pixel. Okay, let's try to change this border 0. Okay, yeah, this is one, and then I think it has a background color. This one, background color. Not sure who is adding this color white. Okay, so somehow someone is actually some weird CSS thing happening here. I don't know who from where this is coming. I think this is the same for this one, but we can change this. Sorry, we can do one thing. We can go ahead and override the styles CSS and say okay in case there is a button. Last button. And this is a button. Select the specificity. I just use some class, so it's button. And what we want is background color white, and border to be 0. Does none works? Let's see. Also have we're using 0, but let's try with none. Okay, I think none will do as well. So let's change that. Border none. And we can apply this class here. Mat icon color primary class button, similar to this. And here we go back, login, add to cart. Let's go back to view cart, and yep, this is perfect. So we can change this 5 to a text box maybe for like making it more user friendly, but that's something which we can do later. We can add now logic to increment and decrement the count here, and it updates your total price as well. So we can do this tomorrow, and meanwhile I'll also check few things. Maybe first is why the view card is breaking now once we load the data. But yeah, so thanks again, Subhash. Thanks a lot for your inputs. So we could achieve this and we reached this far. So after this increment and decrement, I have to just add the checkout button, and we can talk about signals tomorrow. Few more APIs of signals, and then there is change, which is or not change, but new API which is available in 16.1 for Angular, which is related to how you transform the data. So we can cover those, and probably let's see one or two streams, and then we'll end this stream and we can continue with the new topic. So thanks again for joining today and watching me struggle writing code, and see you all tomorrow. Hey Subhash, thank you. Thanks again. Bye bye.